beautiful beings. Welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. This is going to be my deck review and full flip through of The Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey Demarco, and it says guidance through lunar and seasonal energies. If you're here just for the flip through, I will put a timestamp below for the actual flip through so you can jump to that part. But if you're keen to know more about the guidebook, the energy of the deck, and a little bit about the box and everything, then stick around because I like to talk about the whole experience of the deck. Okay, so let's start with the box. So the box is your typical Hay House box, similar to your Hay House box, but this is actually published by Rockpool, and Rockpool is based in Australia. I'm giving you a look of the box. And then on the back, it says humans have always connected to the mystical powers of the moon and the energy of the seasons. This beautifully illustrated Queen of the Moon Oracle allows you, the modern seeker, to plug into these, the most primal energies of all. And then you have sample thumbnail of the cards inside. So Stacey Demarco, the modern witch, is the author of the annual lunar seasonal diary, the perfect companion to this card deck. Artwork is by Kinja Brichki, and it includes 44 cards and guidebook. So let's open it. Oh, in the interior, we have this kind of like muted shimmery silver grayish color, which I think is really pretty because it reminds me of the moon, I think. And then here you have the guidebook. Guidebook is not too thin, not too thick. I think it's just significantly sized, perfectly sized for the deck. And then you have like the galaxy at the back, and in the front, same as the cover. And let's open it up. Now, what I like about Rockpool decks or guidebooks are actually, the fact that it is colored, and the books are so pretty. You have like colored images and like simple touches like that. It's an additional flair, and I do like it. It just goes to show that this deck or this guidebook is well thought of, not just the deck. Anyway, just production quality wise, okay? So here you have a title page. And then, the Oracle deck is dedicated to Bev and Ted. And it was published in 2018. And here you have the table of contents. So she goes on to preface, introduction, how to use the cards, and on to the meanings of the cards themselves. So here's the preface wherein Stacey Demarco basically talked about how ever since she was a child, she's always been kind of like hypnotized by the moon. She's always interested to go out and look up and, just have a look at the moon and all of that. And then here she talks about what is it that makes the moon so special, why are we fascinated with it, like a little bit of information about the moon. And here I love how she explains the different how do you say that, influences of the moon on a human being. So here you have like with the full moon, you're full of energy, often a time when people find it hard to sleep or sleep extra deeply. So it's kind of nice. It's nice to know more about the moon in that sense. And then here you have the waxing moon, and then here a little bit about the scientific information. Is it science, for example, has determined the geomagnetic field, whatever, all of that. And then here you have the author's notes. Okay, how she created the deck, what she thought of while creating it, why it was created like this, and then here is just your basic explanation on how to use the card. Here, she goes on to the spreads. So you have the 1-card spread, 2-card spread, and the 4 elements spread, which kind of like reminds me of the Elemental Oracle that she came out with in 2020. So this is a really nice deck as well. And here, like traditional 7-card spread, and then full lunar spread. So that's a lot of cards. And then seasonal spread, and then dedication for your card. So kind of like how you bond, or maybe similar to the other guidebooks, guidance or rituals and how to connect with your deck. So just for an example, here you have the dark moon. It has the keyword over here. It's dark. Let's move to the next one. Let's say, okay, here the new moon. what it means or the keyword. And then here, this is actually the message already. So you're offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. And then you have an affirmation here. I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. And then here a little bit more about new moons. And then there, more information. And then at the bottom she gives like a companion stone or metal, and for the new moon we have celestine. Okay, and that's how it looks like. Okay, all throughout the deck. So basically 2 pages, two pages per card up until the end. And I like, but some of them I think are longer. Are they? I like how, it is colored. It is not the same size as the Rock Pool reading cards guidebook, of course, because those are just, this guidebook alone is smaller than the cards depiction in the book. But at least it's colored, and I love it. I love that it's colored. I love that it's oh, here, this one is longer. See, for the waxing gibbous, it's a very long explanation, and I love how it's well explained, like each card. Okay, and then it goes on to the end, and this is a very beautiful card, the gratitude card. I love that. And we have a total of how many pages? Oops. Oh, that's Stacey Demarco. I love that photo of her. It's just mysterious. And you have a total of 105 pages. Now on to the guidebook. I mean the actual cards. That's how it looks like. It's not gilded. No silver edging, nothing on the sides. I think I'm gonna edge this. I'm not quite sure what color yet, but maybe in the future. And then you have some symbols over here. It's pretty much the same all throughout for the rest of the deck. You have the title, the number of the card over there, and then the keyword here and what kind of a moon it is. So waxing crescent 4, and then it means self-love. Okay, that's how it is. At least the layout for the card. And then in the back, I just want to show you the pretty lapis lazuli, like, because it kind of like reminds me of my ring, the rich blue with the golden moon faces, similar to like the specks of a lapis lazuli ring. It's just, I don't know, I love this one, this backing. It's very pretty. And then you have kind of like an art deco feel. I say it's art deco, but somehow it reminds me of like I don't know, like the old how do you call that, constellation maps and all of that, because of course this is about the moon. Anyway, moving on to the cards front again. This is it. That's how it looks like. Very colorful, very pretty. It has some light and dark tones, which gives it a little bit of variety, and I think the images are brilliant. Okay, so just for the cardstock, it is bendy. Okay, it snaps back perfectly fine. It's easy to shuffle. The size, just your regular size. I have small hands, by the way, so it's easy for me to shuffle it like this. It's easy for me to shuffle it like this, sideways. So, like this. I can shuffle it like that. Okay, because it's not too thick, I can shuffle it this way as well. It doesn't really matter which way I shuffle it, because it's very easy. Oops, sorry. Very easy to handle, and it bridges well. So there you go. Now I am gonna go and do the flip through of the deck. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna put on some music. So that's it. That's your flip through for The Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey Demarco. Backing again, just want to show you. I forgot to mention that is really glossy, and that's the reason why I was holding it upright like this, so that my ring light will not blind you. But so we already went through the deck, and I just would like to say that the energy that this is giving off is something that's not just gentle, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of like a teacher in a way. Um, you know how like the moon lights your path on a dark night, that's how it feels like when you see this a little, there's just enough illumination for you to walk and see your way. But with this deck, I feel, somehow there's this gentle loving energy that comes off with this deck, I guess, because I know the images are, it's, I don't know, it's very interesting, it's intriguing, it's comforting in a way, because you see people holding hands, and I love the gratitude card. I'm really drawn to that card for some reason. Where is it? Let's find it. This one, isn't it just lovely? Last quarter moon, and here is like a young hand holding an elder's hand, and it just gives off the feeling of like you're being grateful for all of the lessons that you learned from your mom or grandmother or someone who's like a teacher to you. And I just love the images or the artworks, and there's age diversity in it too, and I just feel like that's just gorgeous. The cards are stunning in person, okay, and I think they're coming off like more pretty from the camera, if my camera will focus correctly. um, but yeah, I love the galactic feel to it, but it's not the galactic. um, I do love Star Wars, but it's not kind of like the galactic level of, like, I don't know, Mad Max, or well, is Mad Max? I'm not sure. That's apocalyptic. No, maybe like Alien, or the different kind of galactic side. This is kind of like just the pretty galactic side. Okay, if that makes sense, or if I'm making sense. This card actually is a lot darker in person. I think it's the camera, or but it looks more indigo and a little bit lighter on screen than it is in real life. But that's okay. I mean, I think it adds to the feeling of the dark moon. This one is really pretty. I can really sense the purity in this card. And what I do love most about this is, aside from the fact that the images and the artwork and the people in them are just so gorgeous, regardless of age or race, because, I've seen some diversity in this deck, is I feel like there's so many elements to each of the cards that can pull you in. And as an intuitive reader, that's really great. I have actually I haven't finished reading the meanings, because I don't really, I tried to read. I would like to go through it, like skim through the guidebook to, identify or learn at least what the creator meant for each of the cards. But before I do that, I would go through each of the cards and interpret what I think, or what I'm getting off, or the vibe that I'm getting off from this, let's say for the representation of this energy, like of pleasure or something. And I would go through the guidebook, and I would see that it would be quite similar, and that's really fantastic, because it means that you can read this intuitively, right? And even if it doesn't match what's on the guidebook, what matters is that you are connecting with your deck, and that's important. That's more important than knowing what is actually being written on the deck or on the guidebook itself, because how you connect and bond with your deck is solely up to you. And as long as you're getting the energies, that's or this like the spiritual messages or the guidance, or I love this card. um, then yeah, then it would be easy for you to use. I think it's a great beginner deck. If you're new, I'm not really familiar with the moons or astrology, but I do love this one. This is my second moon deck, I think. Yeah, because the first one I got is the Monology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, and I don't know, I never really purchased another moon deck. I guess because I thought that is just an amazing card. I do love it. Gives great readings, and I love it that it's matte. But this one has been in my wish list on my wish list for quite a while, and then eventually I just decided to purchase it, and I swear I have no regrets. Although it's glossy, and I don't prefer glossy decks because it's hard to shuffle. They stick to one another, and um, because of the light. But I do love this. It reads pretty accurately, and it's also kind of like, it's gentle, like I said. With some decks here that I would use, like for example, if I pulled a card, or if a card flipped open, and I would be like, I haven't asked my question yet. I'm gonna put you back in, and then when I actually pull out a card, or it would jump out, it's the same deck. That energy is like from other cards here who are like, you're not giving me BS. But this deck doesn't really do that. But still, it gives me. I would know. You would just trust your gut if that card fell out, because it just fell out, or if it's for you. And it's not gonna be like the other decks that I have here, who would be like up in your face, like, no, this is the card that you're meant to see. Excuse me. So yeah, I really do like this one. The images are great. What's the name? Kinja Brichki did a great job creating or doing the illustrations for this one. This is photo manipulation, as you can see, and a little bit of collaging, digital collaging, which is, I don't know, I do love it. I love the images of this deck. Energy is good. It's great. There are some. There's a nice balance of shadow and light cards, but this is mostly. I can't talk. Maybe around, I don't know, maybe 85% light themed cards, which is also nice. But there are some cards here who would, like this one, Darkness, okay, and you're kind of like leaning towards the shadow side. So there you go, the Void, right? And then I just want to give you a quick look of the Elemental Oracle, just so you can see like a comparison of the artwork, because it is done by the same illustrator. This one is edged, by the way, and I already have a review of this one uploaded on my channel. Just if you're interested in this one, kindly just go through it. Okay, so as you can see, it has the same style, okay, except for the edging, okay, or the silver edging. It has the same style. It's borderless. Okay, you can see the number. Hang on, okay, this one. And then it has the same style for the number of the card. And then there's a sigil here, and there's this, the same symbol there. Well, different, but the style or the layout of the artwork, even the same fonts, so they're both gorgeous. What I would like to say is that, is it thicker? Hang on, let me see. No, they're just the same. So yeah, this is also done by the same artist. Like I said, if you want to see the flip through of this deck, it's or the review of that deck, it's in my guide. It's in my guidebook. It's in my my videos. Maybe sometime soon I will do a comparison, maybe a side-by-side comparison between the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Elemental Oracle, only because it's created by the same author and the same artist. Okay. So that is my review for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this in the future, I would recommend you subscribe to my channel, because I do upload my flip throughs and my deck reviews several times a week. I think maybe twice a week. But there you go. That is my flip through and deck review of the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey Demarco. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. If you have questions, please comment down below. I would be more than happy to answer them for you. So take care, you guys. Bye.